everyone, this is Farida and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, I make travel vlogs and there are somewhere around 8 to 10 playlists on my channel already of different countries, so do remember to check it out. Today I'm going to take you with me to this tiny village in Cotswold, which is an hour away from London, and Cotswold comprises of 5 towns, and we made a mistake of visiting only 2 because we booked a day trip which has half day Cotswold and half day Oxford. So if you have the time, please, I would highly recommend spending at least 2 to 3 days in Cotswold, and if you don't have the time, then at least one day there. So I'm going to mention the link in the description box below which we booked our travel agent and who took us around in the bus to these 2 towns. This video is part 1 and it's going to cover only Cotswold, the 2 towns that we went to, Bibury and Bourton-on-the-Water. The guide on the bus is going to completely entertain you with either his sense of humor or with the amount of information that he's going to throw at you. It's going to be completely fascinating. That was the first glimpse of Cotswold, Bibury, and we were completely smitten. People stay here, they live here, so the guide advises us to respect the locals' boundaries and to not knock at their doors. So people who are watching this video and plan to visit Cotswold one day, do remember to be respectful to the locals while you are in Bibury. They have these beautiful bridges over these canal. There are these ducks, swans, and beautiful animals and birds in this stream of river, which is really pure, raw, and pretty. I think I'm going to buy Cotswold one day for myself once I'm going to become super rich. Just imagine living in this house where I'm using it as a backdrop. It's gorgeous, and especially the autumn leaves are making it even more beautiful. We were given somewhere around 40 minutes to explore this town, Bibury, where we walked on either sides of the canal and then chilled for some time. And 40 minutes to 45 minutes were more than enough to do this, click pictures, take videos, and enjoy the beauty of Bibury. But of course, we craved a lot more time. We went here in October 2023 and the temperature was very pleasant for us, around 10 to 15 degrees, and it was not windy at all, so even better. There's a cafe behind Kunal on the right side where you see the board. If you guys want, you can chill there as well. So we booked this tour through Get Your Guide. You can book it through Viator as well, or through some private agent, or you can drive down, which would be even better thing to do and can spend as much time as you all want. I have also seen vlogs of people taking public transport to Bibury, so even that option is open. And another best part about this place that the AQI, the air purity level, was single digit 2. Our lungs were more than happy coming from a place like Mumbai. Then towards the fag end of Bibury, we went to the gift store where there are these really fancy things. If you want, you can buy piggy bag or these jute bags for yourself. There's this ginger, elderflower, and various flavors mead, which is similar to wine. Or you can simply chill near the bridge on the bench. On the left side of the bridge, also, there are these gorgeous houses where you can go and visit. The gift store also has a exclusive pathway and entry towards a river wherein you can feed the ducks, but you have to pay £10 for that entry. And we were really happy with the free access we had to the rivers and to the birds, which were more than beautiful already for us. The mead and all the things in the gift shop range from £5 to £50. So remember to carry an empty bag if you want to shop from here, and I would highly recommend, because obviously everything's locally sourced and locally handmade, so it is going to be tasty, delicious, and totally worth it. And then we were taken to our next destination, that's Bourton-on-the-Water, which was around 30 minutes drive from Bibury. You all were also given an opportunity to use the washroom and have breakfast before you reach Bibury. And on the way, there was one cafeteria where the bus driver will stop for you to pick up some coffee, hot chocolate, or some food for yourself. There is also a washroom in the bus just in case you need to use it. We were given somewhere around an hour and a half in Bourton-on-the-Water, but trust me, an entire day itself is going to be less for you. We were really upset that we did not have much time in this beautiful, gorgeous place, which was 100 times beautiful than even Bibury. We were completely losing our mind, and we really want to stay here, and I hope we get to visit this place again, and especially in fall, of course. So that's me. Yeah, here you see me crossing the bridge from one end to the other. There is also a place here which has a lot of miniature model town. So if you have the time, you can go and explore it, where Cotswold is in the format of a miniature model. So you can have look around, roam around. It's really fascinating and fancy. So that's me crossing the bridge again for photo ops. Our guide told us a very fascinating story about George Clooney, who purchased a house in Bibury, of course, a farmhouse and a holiday home. The neighbors were really annoyed with the kind of noise George Clooney's house was making with the construction, and of course, he had loads of trucks and a lot of people coming in and going out to make the best model house for him. And there were a lot of complaints by his neighbors for against him, that he's making a huge ruckus and they are getting disturbed. So after George Clooney's house was constructed and it was ready for him to move in, he threw a small party for his neighbors, and as a gratitude and for his way of saying sorry to his neighbors, he gave the each family 22,000 pounds as a sorry. So we were completely mind blown with that story. The only thing that we could do in this hour and a half's time here is explore the river, the bridges, and a few of the places. We went to sit in this bakery, which is Bakery on the Water, and remember to not sit outside, but to go towards the fag end of the bakery, and you have these gorgeous views of the river. We also had the Devonshire scone. So there is this friendly rivalry between two towns of England, wherein one town prefers to have jam on the scone and cream in between, and the other towns prefers to do it vice versa. So there is this rivalry that which tastes better. So we of course had two scones and tried both the ways, and both of them tasted delicious because of course the ingredients are same. We took this English breakfast package which had English tea, two scones, and one more thing, somewhere around 8 to 9 pounds, which was really good. You look at these views that you had, you go towards the fag end right beside the washroom, and you have the river by yourself and the table to yourself. Most of the people do not come here. So we've spent our entire time here. There's also a lot of shopping opportunity here as well with respect to homegrown food and jams, distilleries, alcohol. I would highly recommend you purchasing one or two things from here, because again it is homemade, homegrown, so it is going to definitely taste different than the mass produced items, and you'll also be supporting a local economy. Look at these houses and these stores. They are literally beautiful. Literally everyone here, all the locals had at least two dogs with them, and that's what made me and Kunal also crave a dog. But just for this kind of nature and the kind of space our dog would have. But unfortunately, since we did not have one, we did not miss an opportunity to pet others' dogs. So that was the end of Cotswold before we moved to our next destination, which you will see in the next video. If you have liked this video and want to be updated with such heavy information loaded videos, do remember to subscribe and see you soon. Bye.